Welcome traders. As you can see, this is not the voice you're normally used to on this channel. And the reason is very simple. For the next month, me, Jagger, I decided to document each of my trading days, from preparation to the end, including the debrief. This is to show you how my day unfolds as a full-time independent trader and to give you a glimpse into the reality of what this job entails. I'll be documenting all my thoughts and reflections about the markets. Of course, I'll be executing live trades and showing you everything I use in my normal trading day. However, it's important to remember that this is not meant to be copied, and not every day will be perfect. The goal is to provide an honest representation of what this work involves, including the challenges and imperfections. I will be using the Futures Desk evaluation account from the start, from the scratch, and all the tools that they provide for journaling and trade tagging. I still have to get used to them, but that will be also part of the series. We have chosen the Futures Desk because we believe they are some of the only ones to that seem to really care about your success as a trader. And the path to a live account is sorry, is clear and is very nice because they also the only ones to provide member rates once you are on their brokerage. Showing you consistency is the purpose, not necessarily having incredible performance. This means that while the objective is to pass the evaluation, I will also show you how I configured it. It isn't said that I succeed. So yeah, as I said previously, it will also show you the eventual imperfections, and not everything will be perfect. The tools that I'll be using and how I use them: Trader, which is a new platform from our community friends, and we believe in them. They're a small team. The platform is currently available only for Rhythmic. They have a desktop version and a browser version. It's fine now to be used on a daily basis. But I'll also be using Jigsaw Day Trader because that's my main platform. I will switch them. Metastock Zenith for news, data, research, preparation, and all the other tools that are provided in the software, which are an important part of what I use. Atas is my main charting platform, and maybe semi-automation. I have some bots, 2 or 3 of them that are not intended to trade automatically, but to help me pull the trigger on specific moments that I will talk about during the live streams. And Bookmap. I use Bookmap heat maps as a sort of tape instead of a normal tape to see the structure, and market pools for trade the sounds for each of my markets. And of course, I will strictly trade the US Treasury futures, mainly ZB, UB, PN, those three. Sometimes I might trade the 5-year DTF on news, for example. But well, the main three are the three that I mentioned. So now I want to show you a quick walkthrough of the setup and what I will be using and all of that. Let's minimize this. Right, so this is my main execution screen here, and the US bond markets are main cash bond markets are closed today, and the futures are closing earlier today. So this is empty. But before, I want to show you how I configured the Futures Desk account. So mine is already configured. So essentially, yeah, I've chosen Rhythmic, end of day drawdown, $2,000 maximum loss, 3 minis, I think. Doesn't mean that I will use all of them all the time. I might start using 3 toward the more advanced phase of the month, or specific cases. Minimum days to trade at 12. That means that there is a consistency rule, and I cannot beat the evaluation before this 12 days. And the average max day should be around $291. So in ticks, 291. It is around 10 ticks per day using one contract. And the end of day drawdown is $2,000. The daily loss limit is 800, but I don't want to hit the platform imposed daily loss limit. I will probably limit it to 6, 7, or 8 ticks per day. So that it doesn't exceed my best day, because if I have 3 days where I make 10 ticks, and then I let the 4th day hit the $800 daily loss limit, which is soft, it's not good, because I have to restart essentially. So I will try to use the best possible risk management rules to just stop if I hit like 7 ticks, something like that, of loss per day. The Futures Desk welcomes scalping, welcomes bond traders. There are no strange rules. As you can see, it is also shown here. Algo trading is allowed. Both semi and fully automated. Of course, it's the futures. It's the future, and that is also the reason why on Atas I have developed some very simple bots that just place limit orders when a certain set of conditions are met, and I might not be aware completely. Maybe I am distracted, and they just put the order for me at specific places where I would normally execute. Then additional features: real-time tagging, advanced journaling, PNL simulator, daily goals, premium support. What is also nice once you are in the brokerage phase is that you have one-on-one coaching, risk oversight, which is very nice. This is also something as an independent trader. It's now more than actually more than a year, because I gone independent. I left my job. I was a logistic manager previously. I left the job in August of 2023, and so it's already a year and a half. But I must say that when I started in August, it was like starting over again, because doing it in my free days or after work, and I was putting a lot of effort into making trading becoming my main job, and like getting back from work and then spending another 6 hours or more studying, testing, and of course I sacrifice weekends, holidays, and everything. during that time. But something that I'm really missing is human, somebody else that oversight over me. I want to try that. So I thought that the features desk was of course is the way to go. Trade desk, you have the normal dashboard. You have a daily journal where you can write some thoughts for the day, for example. Yes, of course. Not trading today. Markets close early. Normally I would trade, but I was doing this presentation today, of course, and presidential inauguration. For example, you have a planner. You can configure setup. So every trade can have a setup. If it worked, if it didn't, you can tag your trades. For example, I don't know. Maybe I have a specific breakout strategy, so I configure a momentum, because I don't like to think. I don't trade breakouts. I want to be in the accumulation before a breakout. Momentum create. So we have the momentum trade. I have two-way range strategy, and so on and so forth. A daily goal. We will look into it better. Then you have a nice reports based on your trading activity. It is very, very, very detailed. That they put a lot of work into it. Now, let's take a look at my main setup. I have all shortcuts configured on my keyboard on the function keys with some labels that I made, custom labels. So if I want to center, I center them all. I have a shortcut for that. If I want to clear the insides, I just click the F2. If I want to clear all deltas, if I want to be flat, cancel, buy market and sell market, I don't use them. Maybe I use them on ES in the past, but to be like faster when I was waiting for something specific, but I don't use them on treasuries. I almost never enter market unless there is some strong momentum and I want to be in. This below is what I use on bookmap. This is the 10-year Z10, and this is the 30-year ZB. I use this to, as I said previously, I use them as tapes because I want to see what hits or lifts the market, who buys, who sells, and what is the effect that it produced. Did it move? Didn't it move? What is the participation at the bottom of the range? Did we left it with size, without size, stuff like that? Is there two-way auction? Is the range, no? While on the ZB or the UB, this a two-way could be 3 ticks, ranging for a very long time. For example, we are in this 4 ticks range since almost 20 minutes in the morning. Before there was more of this, of course. Some days it's very important. Then I have the intermarket monitor. It comes from Xenith. The main thing that I'm looking at here is the day yield change. See if there are some spread going on, who is lagging, who is moving. For example, in Germany, the 2-year shots is much higher than than the rest of the curve. And yeah, just to have a general overview of how, of course, they are specular, inversely specular to the treasury futures. But you know, it's nice to see them this way. I learned this from. I wanna also what I forgot that I wanna while a lot of my understanding of the market, of course, come from studying, but I wouldn't know a lot of stuff if it wasn't for fantastic people that I've met um, over the course of my trading journey. Some nuggets here and there, confrontation, voice chats, participating in various conversations. Fantastic people, simply. You can learn a lot of, if you're nice, you can learn a lot from people that know more than you. And I also always value a lot others' knowledge a lot. It's very important. And for example, the Xenith is something that I saw traders use a lot. It is the retail version of Refinitiv Icon, which is now which was made by Thomson Reuters or whatever, and is now owned by the London Stock Exchange, the SEG. It's the best retail platform that we can have, and it's relatively cheap for what it gives. This intermarket monitor is something that I copied from Rob. Here I have the quotes for the main currencies: the Swissy, the Euro, the Yen, and the Pound. Oh yeah, back to a bookmap. I'm using a filter that I discovered thanks to Kit from our server, and it is number of order number of orders per level instead of the normal view, and it is very nice because it removes a lot of the noise that obfuscates the real sizes and levels. There are certain conditions that are nice to see. For example, a liquidity shift when rising or falling, when there is a shift of interest. Well, we will go through that in the live streams. And of course, I use the market pulse widget. It's very important for me. The volume pressure imbalance, especially. It has triggers, so when one side is more aggressive than the other, these make sounds. I use them for maybe correlations. So for example, if I'm focused on, if I want to take, for example, I want to take a short here at the top of the range, nearly impossible to get filled, probably, because the market kind of teleports today. Very difficult to get entry. But let's say, for example, if I wanted to get short here at 08 or 09 maybe not, because we didn't trade there in this range yet, but okay. Say I want to get short at 08 and I place my limit, and then I see that the rest of the curve is buying, and I see them consistently like buying, and the offer is pulling, and while the bid is stacking, for example, like now it's completely inverse. The ZB is kind of, it was for a moment. So yeah, maybe I'm looking to short, but then I see that the rest of the curve is all of them are buying, and they are ticking higher. Like now, well, I might reconsider pull my order and look for something else. Maybe if I were here and the trend for the day was to the upside, something intelligent to do was like bidding 6 or 7 7 not so good, because in the case it gets to the bottom of the range, it's not very good. It's like in the middle, so better 6 or 5 after it made this first phase. 6 was nice, just one tick of downside, and then if you enter at 6, you have already 2 ticks made at 08, and then if you want to hold another lot or get out later, you can offer 9 and get out at 9 or 08 for 2 ticks. But anyways, at the moment I have I don't have the ladder for the 2-year here. I only have the market pulse widget and of course the yields. Then I have the Ultra 10, the 10-year, the yen, the BUB, the Bund, and the Bobble. Sometimes they have a nice correlation as well. Today the correlation is quite nice. This is my jigsaw configuration, but as I said, I'm gonna use Radar as well. I'm just waiting for some clarification on something. Yeah, Radar is very nice. I like it. I like the look of it. It's very responsive. I would have. I need to complete a workspace on Xenith to match, the quotes here. The quotes here, of course, another thing that I've learned from Rob. They just show you the underlying cash bond with the change for the day and the yield change. There are certain specific ways to use this, and we will see them, of course. Rather, yeah, it's very nice. You can see I configured it. I configured it similar to my jigsaw workspace. I didn't try the charting features yet, but I will. So, okay, and this is for what concerns the main execution. The main focus is on this screen. Let's minimize this. Now, this is my top screen, which is an ultra wide screen, and I have my charts here, starting from a 30-second chart on the left, which basically shows the same thing that the bookmap bottom chart show me, with the dynamic levels channel, which is essentially a running value area with a POC with 100 bars lookback. I have the CVD here. I don't like how bookmap shows the CVD overall. So I have it here. Then I have a footprint chart. This footprint here specifically is bound to ZB, and I have my not at the moment, not this one. This one is bound to ZB specifically, and I have my. It is a 3-range chart at the moment. I changed it based on what I need to see. It is simply bid and ask footprint, delta and session delta, volume. This is a custom indicator that I made based on something that there is already on Atas, and it shows me the daily change, the current bar delta, the bar volume, and I can choose a lookback period, and it will show me the cumulative delta and cumulative volume for that period. So for example, for example, daily change enhanced panel. If I change this to 10 bars, it will show me the volume and the delta for the X number of bars. So it is kind of more precise and shows the who is dominating the market, like more precisely, it's almost like a cumulative delta, but the cumulative delta resets at whatever you set it to. For example, the day, and which is perfectly fine. But I wanted specifically for my automated stuff, I want they are based on some of these parameters, and so I wanted to something instead of making it integrated to the bots settings themselves. I made it standalone. The volume threshold and the delta threshold are simply over these five bars, delta and volume. There is a multiplier, so when there is an abnormally higher volume for the bar, I can confront it with the current bar volume, which is very low now, of course, because we printed a new bar. But yeah, my bots are based on these triggers. So then we have my bots, delta fade, delta tuner found, and finished auction. You probably could imagine what they are about. Why there are some other offset one. Okay. I will go. I won't be showing what they do, what they don't. Now you will just see during the live stream if I want if I will use them for the purpose of the challenge. You will see. If not, I will run them in the background just to run tests. There are some bugs. They are not so big, but I still need them to fix them. So anyway, this is a secondary tick chart. This is a 30-minute chart. I expand to have a better view. Have an EMA and a monthly profile, I guess. Contract. Contract will just load whatever the max days are set here. So 30 day, and here on the right they are fixed. Have the same, this same put here with little widget here that essentially can confuse if I want to see what's going on generally so on. I take a look here and make sure that for example, if something is triggering on the ZB, I want to check if also the 10, 5 and the ultra are doing this chart, and this chart are controlled by this watch list, which is quite lacking some features on Atas because I just see the last price and the volume, the last traded volume, but I don't see, for example, the day change. Why you didn't include the daily change here? For what reason? That is what the a watch list is intended to use to, no? For example, if I choose the Bund, it changes all three to the Bund, bubble, whatever, natural gas. I can see detail of what natural gas looks for today. This is a fixed 2000 tick chart, so activity based. Say I want to take a quick look at the UB. Yeah, essentially that is it. Then I have a third screen which is vertical, so now I've switched here. I have charts for the 2-year, 5-year, 10-year, and 30-year yields with pivots on a 10 minutes period. These are Acon charts. I like them, how they look, etc. So just to have them here, and this is also Of course, today they are closed, so this is for Friday. They're quite intuitive. I like them very much. And the main news. These are the news, the economic monitor, some other news tabs filtered for specific needs. That's it. Now back to the main screen. I will show you. This is the preparation screen. It's another workspace. Seen it. I have the main page here. Just when we will be starting the day. This will be probably the main the first thing we look at. Well, the first thing is to look at this, see where are the yields for the day, overnight, where we are supposed to open, what is the situation. Then based on that, we will go forward and take a look at the main what's going on around, just a look at the headlines, the main headlines that drove the market overnight, what happened in Europe. We will check the economic data for Europe, and we will prepare for the eventual economic data that will come out for the day. And this is both workspaces, and then including also the Mr. OrderFlow workspace for Xenith will be included in the deal that we have made. So if you subscribe with us, you will be getting my and OrderFlow workspaces just to start, so that you don't have to configure everything from scratch, and then you can build up stuff from there. Here I have a yield curve, which is essentially the orange line are current yields on Friday, actually, and the pink is this is historical or rolling. So just to compare what are the current yields for the day to what they were a week ago. For example, on Friday and Thursday we had some nice rallies, and now today we are holding pretty much at the same level, so there won't be any surprise tomorrow when the cash bonds open. So yeah, I can change this to 3 months ago. 3 months ago, lower, of course, or I can change to a specific 1 week is fine, just to have a glimpse, no? Then I have this. This is the smaller version of my. These are all the filters that I use. So it's a general that includes all that I need. Includes the top 7, the max 7. This is more specific, maybe the fixed income, and then yeah, here we have all the nice stuff that Xenith includes. So, for example, whenever you click on some of these news, you have probably seen the video. I configured all these windows to always on top because I have bookmap open, and so yeah, you see that if I toggle it, probably in the morning I won't have opened the bookmap yet, so now if I click, it just goes to the background, and you will see anyways in the live streams. So this is it. This is how everything is configured, how everything looks, so that you know what I'm talking about when and how it will be, everything will be structured. And as a last thing, I want you to check all of our community benefits, which include the best the best possible rates if you want to open a brokerage account, which we highly suggest. Well, this challenge will be made on a prop firm evaluation account and hopefully funded account. Since the FTT drama, I decided to go mainly to trade only with my own money. It is much better overall than trading, for example, with prop firms that don't have a clear path to live, that impose stupid rules that limit your possibilities and or stuff like that. I talk a lot about that in the past. So then we have a special offer for trader, fixed 99 per month, a special price, and further discounts if you buy quarterly or yearly. Metastock scene it is coming. There will be nice deals on, especially on the yearly plan. And then prop firms, if you use on any of these two or also the other offerings, the code is always the same, Mr. Order. Also, thank you for watching until now. In the description there is a link to buy me a coffee, which is actually buy me a beer, where you can support me specifically and the community, as well as some other goodies like my jigsaw templates and ATAS templates and some other stuff that you might enjoy for free. Check it out, and thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.